Welcome into another webinar. My name is Hannah Spahn, and I'm the Client Experience Specialist here at Harris Federal Law Firm. Today, we're going to be talking about what happens after you are approved for federal disability retirement. This benefit can absolutely change your life, and we're going to cover everything that will happen once you receive that approval letter so that you can be as prepared as possible. Today, I've got two extremely knowledgeable people with me to cover all of this important information. We've got Rose McFarland, our lead Senior Disability Case Manager, and Caitlin Elliott, our Senior Disability Consultant. Both Rose and Caitlin get to speak with clients and potential clients about their futures on federal disability retirement and how helpful this benefit can truly be. Before we get started, please take a second to find the chat box in the corner of your screen. We have people here live answering your questions as they come in, so ask us whatever questions you may have and we will get to them as soon as possible. If you have detailed and specific questions, we recommend giving our office a call so that we can provide you with the best response. Now, a quick disclaimer, this webinar is for informational purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. This presentation is not establishing an attorney-client relationship and only serves as general educational purposes. Now, let's get started. Rose and Caitlin.
Hi, my name is Rose, and I'm the Senior Lead Disability Case Manager here at Harris Federal. And by the time you're hearing this, my last name is going to be McFarland, as I am getting married this week. I'm excited to talk to you guys about life after approval.
My name is Caitlin, and I'm one of the Senior Disability Consultants at Harris Federal. I'm excited to be here today to discuss life after disability retirement. Today we're going to discuss disability retirement payments, work in the private sector, annual reviews, insurance elections, and what happens at age 62.
All right, so to jump on into what Caitlin was saying, we're going to talk about what happens once you are officially approved for federal disability retirement.
First off, we want to say congrats on your approval. We know this was a long journey, but we're here to help you through this next stage in your life.
So the first thing that's going to happen after approval is some correspondence with your agency. So if you are still on the rolls, you're going to communicate with them regarding out processing. And if you're no longer on the rolls, OPM should already have what they need from the agency.
The first thing that will happen are interim payments. Interim pay from the OPM will begin once they receive your file from your agency and will help cover costs while they're processing your file. The timeline to receive your first interim payment can vary based on OPM's backlog. Interim payments are around 80% of what your expected annuity payments will be.
So one of the questions I get asked about often is back pay, how it's calculated, when you receive it, and several other questions. So basically what will happen if you're eligible for back pay, your first interim payment should include back pay from the last date of pay that is documented with your employing agency. I do tell my clients it's very important to make sure that information with your employing agency is correct because it's extremely difficult to get anything changed as far as last date of pay once it has arrived at the OPM.
Once OPM finalizes your annuity, they're going to start paying out your disability retirement annuity. The first year you're on disability retirement, you're going to receive 60% of your high 3 average salary. Every year after that, until the age of 62, you're going to receive 40% of your high 3 average salary. It's important to keep in mind that this is taxable income, and you also have the choice to keep your health and life insurance, and you also have the choice for a surviving spouse benefit. It's important to keep in mind that your back pay and interim payments are at the disability retirement rate.
So your high 3 average is going to be based on your highest 36 consecutive months of basic pay. This could include a past federal job, but it's going to be whatever those highest months are, those 36 months. So that is something to keep in mind. And one good thing to look at is on your SF50, whatever is in that adjusted income amount, that is what they calculate it from.
One of the best parts of disability retirement is the ability to work in the private sector. Because you're proving that you have an occupational disability, not a total disability, you have several career opportunities. You are subject to wage earning capacity. You can work in the private sector and earn up to 80% of your federal position's current salary. And these earnings are on top of your disability retirement payments.
I've done this for a long time, so I've heard of several different jobs that many of my past clients have performed after approval. This could range from, going out and delivering packages, customer service, and even something like being an Uber driver. So working in the private sector can come with additional questions, which one of those big questions is what is earned income versus what is passive income. So only earned income is going to be calculated towards that 80% earnings cap. So earned income would be anything with a salary or wage, self-employment income. Passive income would count as real estate or tax-sheltered investments. Although I can give some basic knowledge, I do advise my clients to reach out to their CPA or a tax attorney to kind of look at this part of the benefit.
OPM will perform annual reviews to ensure that your earned income does not exceed the earnings limit. You are required to fill out a disability earnings survey online each year. If you are found to be administratively recovered, your annuity payments will stop and you will lose all credible years of service earned while on disability retirement. So it is important that you do monitor your earned income each year.
So along with income reviews will come annual medical reviews. So OPM can reach out yearly and request updated medical documentation, or sometimes they'll provide a form that they would like completed by a physician. This is pretty common. They're not looking for a whole application or a whole set of medical that we may have included in your application to actually get you approved, but it is important that you have supportive documentation ready to go when and if OPM were to request it. So I think it's safe to say once every 6 months you could be treated by your provider. Every 4 to 6 months also I think would be okay. And I do inform my clients that the best route is to make sure that you always have a supportive physician as well, because how medical records are documented and how they're written can hold a lot of weight. So that is always something to keep in mind as well.
You have a few options on your benefit elections. First is your health and life insurance. You will be able to maintain your health and life insurance on federal disability retirement if you are on the benefit 5 years prior. If you don't have those 5 years, though, you can request that OPM waive the 5-year requirement. You will be able to change your insurance elections during open season or any qualifying life event.
Another benefit is the spouse survivor annuity benefit. So this is what your husband or your wife would receive of your federal disability retirement payments if you were to pass away before them. So there are 3 options here. I won't go, fully in depth over the options, but you have option number 1, which gives them the maximum benefit, which is 50% of your unreduced annuity payments if you were to pass away before them. And then your second option is going to be the 25%, which means your spouse would receive 25% of your unreduced annuity payments if you were to pass away before them. And then the third and final option is they would not receive any of your monthly annuities if you passed away. However, if they are currently on your health insurance coverage, that means they would not be able to continue your health insurance coverage if you were to pass before them. And also, this is not only for disability retirement, this also continues on into your regular retirement annuities as well.
Another question a lot of clients ask us are about their TSP options. You'll have 3 options on disability retirement. You can either leave it alone in that account and collect interest. You can roll it over into an IRA or another employer's 401k, or you can cash it out, but depending on your age, you may incur a For
So at age 62, a couple of different things happen. First off, you are no longer eligible for the disability retirement benefit. It will automatically convert to your regular retirement. Any creditable years of service that you accrued while on disability retirement will count in those regular retirement calculations.
At age 62, but depending on your years of service, your annuity is going to be calculated differently. If you have less than 20 years of service, you're going to receive 1% of your high 3 average for every year of service. If you have more than 20 years of service, however, you will receive 1.1% of your high 3 average for every year of service. It's important to keep in mind if you are a special provisions employee, you will receive that retirement calculation. So you will receive 1.7% of your high 3 for your first 20 years of service as a special provisions employee, and your years on disability retirement do count as years towards your special provisions retirement.
Okay, let's look at an example of a federal employee. So here we have Angela. She's 62. She has 23 years of service with her high 3 average being $118,000. So her annual annuity computation would be 1.1% times $118,000 times 23 years of service. This would equal out to be roughly $30,000 on her annual annuity calculation. And so putting that into a monthly annuity computation, that would be about $30,000 divided into 12 months, which would make Angela's monthly annuity be about $2,500 before deduction.
To go over what we discussed today, after you are approved for federal disability retirement, you will be separated from your agency. You will begin receiving interim payments, and you may also receive back pay if you're entitled to back pay. And your annuity will be finalized. You will also be able to work in the private sector, and you will be subject to a wage earning capacity. Once you turn 62 years old, you will begin receiving your regular retirement as if you had continued working in your federal job.
So if you've made it to the end of the webinar and you think you may qualify for the benefit or you have further questions, we certainly don't want you to risk your future, and we would love for you to give our office a call.
We're happy to get you scheduled for a free consultation to discuss any questions that you have and evaluate your potential claim. We have served 8,000 federal employees, and we know this can be a stressful journey. We are ready and willing to stand by your side the entire way. We're going to keep the chat open for any questions you may have. We have team members here live answering questions. You can also give our office a call now to get scheduled to talk about your case in more detail.
I've enjoyed my time with you today, and again, this is very much an interactive process. However, we are here to help alleviate some of that burden and walk with you through the entire process.
Rose, thanks for talking to me today, and I hope to hear from some of you during a consultation.
Thank you again for joining in on this webinar today. I know this was a lot of information, but we have a ton of resources that you can access on our YouTube channel and on our website to help simplify these benefits a little bit more. The chat is going to be staying open for about 10 more minutes so that we can answer all of your questions. But if we don't get to any of your questions today, please give our office a call to schedule a free consultation. We have consultation specialists who are here, ready, and excited to talk to you about all of your benefits. We host these webinars twice a month, so be sure to check out the schedule on our website and watch any of our previous webinars on our YouTube channel. Thank you again for joining us today. We hope to see you next time.